Mama Mondays is sponsored by Colorado Connected, a website full of ideas for parents. And now, here are the mamas.
Hello to all the parents out there. The panel is back with more parent talk. It's Sarah, Diane, and Grace are here. Okay, I got an email the other day from this one right here. She's having a tough time letting go of her kids, who are adults, by the way, who are full-blown adults. So we're going to talk about that. When you have to let go of the kids and you start to become smaller and smaller in the lives of your kids. Diane, do you want to kick it off with what brought this emotion?
I guess I will, since you put me on the spot.
I did.
And no judgment, and they are adults.
I'm not judging.
They are. So my daughter came to me, and this was when I was really like, okay, I have a problem, and I emailed you guys.
Yes. Okay.
My daughter came to me, and her girlfriend wants her to drive or take a train to DC and then drive back to Denver. Her girlfriend's getting a car from her dad in DC. Mm-hmm. And I was like, let DJ go with you.
The brother.
Her brother. And she was like, no.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, well, what if you guys just like fly? And then I just started like all of these rules, and she was like, I'm 20 years old, Mom. Like, I'm gonna go.
Ooh.
And we're gonna be okay. And I was like, I am not okay. Do you see my face? This face does not say that I'm okay. And I have to be okay. So then she left my room, and I was like, ugh. What am I doing? Like, they have to go out and explore and experience the world. And not that they don't, they do. And I thank God that they have a dad. Like, Terrence being my partner in parenting is probably the best thing for my kids. Because if it was up to me, they wouldn't know how to drive.
Oh, so helicopter mom, yeah.
I think I'm worse than a helicopter mom.
Worse than a helicopter, okay.
Just come in here in this little safe plastic
mom.
bubble. Bubble mom is what you can call me.
Oh my goodness, Diane.
I'm in this little bubble, and I'll keep you safe and warm.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not that bad.
That's
though.
okay.
They have cars, they drive, they
and I'll share my side, but my 16-year-old's driving already, and I had to let go. Yeah. But you've got one in college, so
20-year-old.
When you hear Diane say
I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Diane.
Yeah.
I would be asking some questions.
No, one time her phone died, and I had her tracked, and her phone died, and she wasn't home, and it was like almost 10. My poor dad, I know he was like, my daughter is a lunatic. I had all the guys stressed looking for her. I was driving.
Oh my God.
To her last location.
Would you feel the same way if it was your son?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so okay.
And I'm texting him too, because what time are you going to be home? It's 1 a.m.
But you just said.
And then I have to stop I'm doing better.
Okay.
But I'm still having a hard time. I have a fear of losing, right? Like, there's just a fear.
Yeah.
I have to have little mantras for myself, like, they are okay. You cannot text them, adults, and see where they are at right now. They are grown.
I think that's the part that's hard, that you have to take a step back and just let them go and trust in your children that you've taught them well, and they're going to be okay.
It's a part of this too, though. You've taught them well, but that's a big drive, DC to Denver, and it's not just them; it's all the other idiots on the road.
Well, and it's two black girls driving from DC to Colorado. Where we're at in our country right now, like, that has me afraid. It's
okay. Fair enough.
So I drove cross country to grad school. My dad and I sat down, had a map, and he's like, "You'll stop here. And you'll stop here." And I picked out the hotels along the way, and the deal was around noon every day, I would stop and call him, let him know where I was, and then got to the destination every night, checked in. Do you know what I mean? And I think if you have that,
we're blessed. It's 2025. I track her. You know what I mean?
But
I had her tracked.
I know, but you could even line up the hotel, so you know that there's
that
she's
just
going
has
to
her
end up at a
location.
safe place where she gets to a hotel. It's not like there's no room at the inn. You know that there's a little bit of.
Yeah, well, I told them we have some guidelines set up, but I have her. We share our locations with each other.
You track her.
I don't track her, and I make a point not to. I make a point to be like, I'm not going to look at her location because I know she's a brilliant human and makes great decisions.
She's a good girl. Oh,
And so
I
I'm
just
not going to
didn't
track
tell my
her.
parents anything.
Well, I'm like,
I just did
my
it.
parents didn't know where I was at. I think about who I was. They had no clue, which is how I got
Because
pregnant.
I didn't want to worry them. And I was like,
Oh.
I'm just going to do it and trust that I'm going to be okay.
What are those little things you can get, the Apple things you could put on in her purse?
Oh, the AirTag? No, she was like, Mom, if they chipped us, like, would you do that? And I was like, yeah, girl. I'd have been, no, I wouldn't have.
You were at birth.
I'd have been the
my
first in
gosh.
line.
Well, how strict were you? Or how strict are you with your kiddos? Because you one in high school, one in college.
Yeah, so it was really tough for us this year giving our son, the 20-year-old, a car in Utah and letting him drive back and forth between Utah and Denver. And my heart is in my throat the entire drive. And I just have to trust and breathe.
Yeah,
and
what
just breathe
what
through
can
it.
you do? You know, like they
It's
have
hard
to. They have
letting
to
go.
fly.
Yeah. You have to let them.
Sarah and I still have younger ones. You've got the twins. They're not going anywhere for a while. Neither is Anna, which is 9. But I've got the 16-year-old, and she's driving. She already had her first little boo-boo. Yep. In her vehicle, but she's a good kid. Like she needs mom still. She's still very much attached. So I'll keep her there as long as I can.
Yeah. No, my son got into a car accident, a lot of them actually, but his first one wasn't his fault. And he called me first and I didn't answer. And thank God he called his dad. Terrence is he's way calmer
Yeah.
in stressful situations. So it gave me the opportunity to be like, okay, we're okay. He's okay. Got to the car. It was totaled. But, you know, there's just like, these are like, and I know they don't belong to me. They are not mine. I just was the vessel in which they got here. But there is an attachment that I have to them.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah.
flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. But they belong to them, and I have to remember that. And they get to experience life and go out and do their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could see how that it's going to be tough once my girls get to that
Yeah.
age too, especially because we live together, we're so close, and I think that's the situation for all of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be
So
tough.
you guys just call me when you guys get there.
Well, I'm going to call you about that little Apple AirTag, whatever. Okay, everybody, if you have any questions for the Mama Panel, you're having trouble letting go of the adult kids, let us know what you're doing and how you're dealing with it. MyCOCO@9news.com. We would love to hear from you. So is she going to take the trip?